Surprise Radio.
I think we're loud now. Hello, live. Sorry, you'll hear me coughing and sneezing, which is so unattractive.
I've never been live before.
Are you? Stop it.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I never did the whole Facebook Live. I've never been live.
Well, this is on YouTube.
Okay.
Hello. Let me zoom into your face. You can speak to them now. Because it's literally focusing on your face.
Is it?
I'm not there in the picture. Yeah, so
It's on my face.
Yeah, it's
Can we
focusing on
switch
your
the camera so it's on Rishi's face?
Alright, here I am, here I am, here I am.
So actually Rishi would be on this side, but he's just not feeling too good.
No, and I hardly slept. I wouldn't recommend this. Energy drinks, I'm not showing the name, but I do need one today. So, what was it about?
You're talking about things that people leave behind on the bus.
No, just before Bill outside playing. I said if you don't
people they said you want to be a track. You
played something, you played something.
I played Zingo. No, I played Suwa.
No, we said something, there'll be something coming up. Right?
You said that you're going to play a track from England People Dig Has or something like that. That Good Morning track. And then you said you were going to do a link about, what do you call it? Things that people leave behind.
Yeah, that's one, but before that we just said something.
Oh, you spoke about people being attracted to their friends.
Oh yeah, the story about Sonic.
Yeah,
Did you get jealous?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that in further. Yeah, that's the one. Next song.
Hey Stories reading the Punjabi hai. Okay, Janu. Any suggestions? One of those? 20 seconds. This is Proper Patola taken from Namaste England, kickstarting hour 2 of breakfast with me, Meera, and Rishi, taking you through till 10 o'clock this morning.
Proper Patola for a proper Friday. This is a Friday much needed, even though I should have taken it off. Do you know what? You can't keep me and music apart. So I thought, you know what, Meera's going to be there. I'm at the other end of the chair, and Meera's taking over for now while I am coughing away in between. But we are live on YouTube. Yes. Thanks for joining. If you're driving around, maybe the 10-15 minutes off your space with Surplus Radio, your time with ourselves. Drop in a hello. You can download the app. We keep saying that, we keep plugging it because it's so much easier. Your Friday plans maybe is one of those weeks we're really going to be sitting in, because I'm looking through people's social media. Some students are saying beans and toast for me, broke until next month.
Man. But it's so cold
Payday.
as well, with temperatures dipping down. I think people just want to, chill at home.
Chill at home. So do you know what I'd suggest? Because we on average spend a huge amount of time looking for what to watch on whatever
platforms. My god, yes. I think I spend more time doing that, and then I just get so fed up. By that time, I'm tired, so then I go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. So do it during the day, do it during your breaks, in between when you want to procrastinate.
Yeah.
I strongly suggest speak to your other half if you have to share the TV with the other half. Also know families who have 2 televisions, so because they can't agree on what they want to watch, absolutely fine. But if you are a binger like we said early on, then start looking from now so you know what you're going to watch. I wouldn't recommend, I wouldn't suggest, because people's tastes
so different. Like, I don't think I've seen any of the shows that you mentioned
earlier. Yeah, which you can listen back to. So yeah, thank God it's Friday, continues, and coming up we'll talk about things that we'll leave behind. Let's public places, but this survey is focusing on buses. This is quite interesting. So we'll talk about that in just a bit. Music continues to bring on that Friday feeling. unleashing. Yeah.
Indeed, and actually lots of shout outs as well coming through, so I'll be going through those messages alongside Rishi, but for now, let's continue with the music then, taken from OK Janu. It is the Humma song. Sorry.
I love this track.
I love this song.
I actually thought we were going to... I had this in mind. I thought we'll start with this.
Oh. Okay, after this?
Title track of it, Lady People.
I love that song. It's like...
Yeah.
I love that guy's voice.
People will catch it in peak time. So always track, I think 2 tracks ahead. So after that, 2000s, Fashion Ka Jalwa.
Oh, okay.
Title track. People love Vidya Vox, so put that as well. The one Lean On and Jinmai.
Do you want to do shout outs first and then go into...
So we'll start the survey.
Start survey.
Start survey, go into traffic trouble after the break.
Fine.
Yeah. And then title track of it, you can
Yeah.
What's our number one? Ankmare.
Let's
So
think about that for a second.
we'll play that in the third hour because it's played a lot in the first 2 hours, usually. The amount of people choreographing and covering Lamborghini, it's crazy. Have you seen it on Insta?
I have seen it. And
It's
I
just
like
picked up, and now I'm fed up of it.
There we go, it is the Humma song taken from OK Janu, a favourite of mine and Rishi's, I just found out.
What? Okay, Humma is what I wanted to start with, but then because of my cold, I was like looking for tissue paper. But anyway, that's my day today. Meera and I joining you. Hour 2 already kick-started, and I'm still thinking about the track that I would walk into, maybe Humma, because...
You think this is your song?
Yeah, it's got that nice little swag. I like that kind of thing. For you, I know you chose the perfect track.
No, but you put me on the spot. I mean, that was just, you know, which track would you have? So I just like that song, the way she did her entry. I don't really think it's my song. I feel like it's a very, I don't know, a flashy song. But yeah, what about you?
Well, in case you missed it, we were discussing tracks. What would be your entrance song? Meera chose the track that Alia Bhatt walked into when she made her entry in Student of the Year.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Student of the Year too. I'm really hoping that you know, Karan Johar can tap into all these potential that Tiger Shroff has. He's not been presented so well, I feel.
Yeah,
so
I like
far.
Tiger Shroff. People don't seem to really like him so much.
Better
but
after the haircut.
He looks better, yes, he does look better.
And
I think so.
Do you know the amount? I am fascinated by his Instagram because he performs these stunts. He is an amazing dancer. So a lot of people compare him with Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah.
But I think Hrithik Roshan dances, whereas Tiger Shroff just executes those moves. So he's just executing moves.
Yeah.
There's no expression. I feel there's no expression. So if you would combine the two, you'd have magic on screen, and that's what I'm hoping, you know, Karan Johar would do with Tiger Shroff. But anyways, so we have surveys as always on a Friday. By the way, back after still struggling with the flu. So just in case you're driving around, you don't want to hear that. What you do want to hear is maybe something you've gone through, things that you may have left behind in public spaces. So the survey today is make me laugh. I mean, how many things have you lost to public spaces, especially bus journeys, trains, for example? I'm guilty of some. I don't know. Meera is quite particular, but there's top 3 items. Okay, maybe of sentimental value that is really hard to get. Now, what do you think people voted for out of these 3? Okay, when coming off the bus stop. Number 1 is their baby. Okay, so the baby carriages, they've just left it there. 2, umbrellas. C, phones. So these are things that were top 3. But out of the top 3, this is a survey by the Oxford Bus, so mainly in London. And in fact, when we do reveal what it is really annoying, because the amount of times you've got to either go and trace it back. Sometimes it's not worth tracing it back. Is really frustrating. Or you could have lost something completely different on the list. Oxford Bus has shared the strangest items as well. So aside from asking you the top thing, someone said they lost their boiled egg, their lunch. What else I'm looking at? All sorts of things over here that is just not worth going back for. But how would you trace that bus? I'm sure there's a lost in property.
Boiled egg, that one is that's
a strange
very
one.
Weird. Yeah. What have you lost on public transport?
I have seen, well, before I answer that, I have seen a lady almost walk out with her baby, left in the carriageway.
That's
she was in
really
such a
bad.
rush. So and she realised she stepped out and stepped back right in. I forgot my baby, and everyone's faces were like. But what have you lost, and what do you think people voted for in the most leftover item that Oxford Bus has shared a list of? So what have I lost?
Yeah.
I've mainly forgotten my phone because it slips out of, and that has been a dramatic experience.
Yeah.
Every time someone has handed it over, how amazing is that? Like
I love
every
it
time.
when people hand stuff over. You feel great, don't you? Because a lot of the time we hear such negativity on the news and just out and
Yes.
about. So when someone does a good deed like that, it feels really happy and nice inside.
It's happened so many times. I can't tell you, Meera. And when I find out how they found
Yeah.
it, they say, oh, someone handed it in. Someone actually called one of my
Aw.
friends on the number, because it was this time the phone didn't have these locks, and before smartphones.
Yeah.
But nowadays with smartphones you can say find my phone, but what if you lose it in a place like a train, and the train's
Yeah.
going to be going to the next stop? But anyway, yes, what do you think people voted for? Once again, the question this morning, this Friday, well, happy Friday first of all, let's remind you that it is nearly payday, it will be, and third, get involved, get in touch, have this conversation, have this Friday conversations with us. What do you think people voted for having admitted to forgotten the most? A, their babies or baby carriages. B, umbrellas. C, their phones. That's the question this morning.
That is the big question. Right, got some great music coming up on the way. It is 16 minutes past 8 though. Very quickly, let's just see what's happening on those roads if you're heading out and about. So it looks like we do have some congestion on the A52 westbound between the A46 and the A6011. Also congestion on the A50 westbound within the A514 junction. Congestion on the A52 eastbound between the B6006 and the A6464, and also on the A6 northbound between the A50 and the B5010, and also on the M1 junction 27 southbound exit. Nothing else really to report of, but if you do see anything else at all, then do give us a shout on the usual studio number. It is 261 0016. Right, time for a few quick messages, and then we'll be right back.
हमने सीधे साधे अक्षय
get more
अक्षय
tissue.
catch my shoulder
You alright, yeah?
for the freshest music biggest interviews fun around urban 18 bangers. We're gonna get down and party, so turn up the volume and join me every Saturday night 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Don't be late. Starburst Radio.
Desi Mashup is sponsored by Ram Jewellers, one of the largest stockists of gold jewellery, platinum and gold bullion bars in Leicester. 116 Belgrove Road, Leicester. Telephone 0116 266 4278.
Ram Jewellers is one of the largest stockists in the Midlands for gold jewellery, gift items, 18-carat white gold, platinum and gold bullion bars. Cash in your unwanted gold jewellery now, with best rates given. ID will be required. Ram Jewellers, 116 Belgrave Road, Leicester. Telephone 0116 266 4278 or visit our newly updated website, ramjewellers.com, your one-stop jewellery store.
This hour's Golden Track of the Hour is sponsored by Laxmi Jewellers, specialists in pure gold, modern antique and traditional jewellery, plus diamond jewellery. 57 to 59 Belgrave Road, Leicester. Phone 0116 261 1177.
Jalba, Jalba. Yo, blaze up the walk, ride it out to the beat. Come on, Jalba, Jalba. Go just with attitude and never latitude. This hot booty, come on baby, do your duty. What?
जिस्मों का है ये जलवा, जिस्मों का है ये जलवा, शोहरत भी दे ये जलवा, मकसद भी दे ये जलवा.
Tell them like it is. I feel you.
दिलकश लगे ये जलवा, महकश लगे ये जलवा, नशा ही नशा ये जलवा, मजा ही मजा, नशा ही नशा.
Throw it up.
जलवा आग सी रवानियां,
I know a lot of y'all wouldn't expect it.
लेती गए अंगड़ाइयां.
Yo, I'm the hottest girl around.
ये चला दे दिलों में चिंगारियां. ये जलवा फैशन का है ये जलवा, ये जलवा फैशन का है ये जलवा, ये जलवा फैशन का है ये जलवा, ये जलवा फैशन का है ये जलवा.
She got the styling in her. Not even smiling in her. She got the styling in her.
Did you play Glad People?
I've got that lined up next. We are behind by probably two.
Do you traffic?
ads.
Do you traffic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the ads. There's loads of ads.
Oh, there's ads.
Yeah, because I've just done the ad and it's showing me that I'm not even on the 8 o'clock ads yet.
Oh shit, okay, hold on. It's fine, we'll get there. Because a Glad is a very short track.
Yeah, and then I'll play an ad after that. And then hopefully I can catch up by after.
How long left in this one?
Just over, what, under 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Anything
1
else
minute
to say about
40.
today?
Today?
Yeah, any quirky stories?
Oh yeah, there's this one. It's about the 15 foods we miss most when working out. So
Oh, yeah.
2/3 of us consider going without our favourite food to be one of the hardest things about being healthy. And then you've got the top 15 list. I've got that, it's in front of me.
Third hour, possibly. Can we make up stuff of what people have forgotten sentimental items?
Yeah, somebody's actually just got in
Just write
touch with
down.
that as well.
Oh.
On the shout out.
What can we say? But passes. Well,
Actually, I've once lost my bus pass,
Yeah,
and then somebody
okay.
found it on the street. They saw the picture on it, which was mine. They knew who I was, and they called my cousin brother because it was his friend. They were like, "I've just found her bus pass." How
say
amazing
it.
is that?
It's perfect.
Like,
Oh my god.
what?
Wheelie. Wheelie. I can't even say the word. Wheelie. I can't say
bins?
wheelie bins. Can you say it?
Wheelie
bins with frozen lids will not be emptied.
What?
You've got to. Yeah, you've got to.
That's ridiculous.
Defrost it. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's go.
God.
You need some of that hotness with this news that I've just read. So we're finding out, you know, when we look through, in between the pages, by the way, if you've got a frozen wheelie bin, I can't say that. How do you say that?
Wheelie bin.
Wheelie bin.
Rishi
Because
just
I've
can't
got,
say
but no, it's because I've got a nasal, whatever, congested. Anyway, wheelie bins. If your bin's frozen, I'm going to say bin, okay? Your dust bin, you get the point. If your bins are frosted like your cars are, they will not be emptied. Just so you know, FYI. Is that fair?
Oh, see, as just a general customer, I guess, not customer, but, you know, as a
Yes,
general person,
citizen.
I'd say it's not fair, but I guess, you know, when they're doing a job, if they have to defrost everyone's bins as they're
That is
collecting
hard
it,
work.
that collection would take like a couple of hours, so I guess it is kind of fair,
What
you
a
know?
time to be alive. What a time to be alive. But defrost your bins from now on because councils are fed up of either trying to defrost, depending on the person, or just leaving it because then they'll be accused of not emptying it. So we already have issues of council, you know, the areas
Yeah.
that are just completely left over. But today we're talking about things, sentimental things, or maybe just funny things that people have left behind in
Yes.
public spaces and journeys, trains. But today's survey is about buses. You just gave me a perfect example.
I did. Okay, so this happened when I was back in college. I'm not going to tell you which year because then I'll give my age away. But back then we used to have bus passes, and you'd need this pass. It was bespoke to you. You had your picture on it just to travel on the bus routes that you'd selected for your, you know,
Bespoke
college.
bus passes.
Yeah, for your college journey. It was, I think it was slightly discounted. So anyway, I lost my bus pass, which is the worst thing that can happen to you because you had to pay like £60, which was quite
Exactly.
expensive at that
I was
time for a
gonna say.
replacement. And then randomly I got a call from my cousin brother one day to say, apparently someone's found your bus pass. So it was the weirdest thing. I dropped it just
How
on a
did they-
random pavement near my college. Somebody had obviously picked up my bus pass. It had a picture of yourself on it so nobody else could use it. So this person had obviously picked up the bus pass, recognized my photograph, and then called my cousin brother because it was a friend of his and said, oh, I've got her bus pass. Can you just check if it's hers? Because he didn't have my number.
No way.
Yeah, and then it just came back around to me. How amazing is that?
Great stuff. This is great stories. In the doom and gloom of you know, the politics and things that we hear, refreshing stuff. Here's a message, okay? So this is through Facebook.
Yeah.
Someone said, Rishi, funny you said that because we were just talking about this the other day during my school times. My friend and I, we used to live a bus stop away from each other.
Yeah.
She fell asleep and I just left the bus without waking her up. So it's almost like I left my friend and she was there up until the end of the bus station, and she till now feels guilty for leaving a friend or not waking a friend up before leaving the
that's
stop,
awful.
because that stop would have been next. But
Yeah.
anyway, but the question today is the Oxford bus has shared a list of some of the items this year, 2018 they're saying 2,800 things ended up on the lost property and found list, and the top three happen to be what we're asking you. So in no particular order, umbrellas, babies and phones. What do you think people left most out of these three is what we're asking you.
It's a tough choice, isn't it, this morning?
It is a
And
tough one.
also just had a message coming from Meera, who said that she's lost her phone on numerous occasions, but it's always been found and given back to her. So whether it's like at a
See,
supermarket, on the London Underground, even in buses. And she said a person came back on himself on another tube to give me my phone back. How sweet is that?
That is super
That
sweet.
is such a nice story. And also just a few of the quick hellos this morning. So hello going out to, oh, you've not left a name. I think it's Piyush. Thank you very much for getting in touch. And somebody else this morning, Kiran Agarwala, we spoke about her already. Very good morning again out to you. Also Nina, thank you for your message. Bhanu Jadeja Mahal, thank you very much. And Bunty as well, lovely hearing from you. And Vinod and Asha Patani, they are all tuned in this morning. So lovely to have
Hope
your
you're having a
company.
great Friday. It is Friday. Let's remind ourselves, if you need another motivation, payday is coming if you're one of those, but also tax returns. So
Tax returns. Oh,
There's
don't
a
remind me about that.
and it's a
Very
stressful one.
stressful.
But if you need one more motivation,
Yes.
we've got Ek Ladki Ko Dekha title track.
Yes, we
Got
have.
one more motivation. Valentine's Day is coming.
Oh yes, we'll talk some more about Valentine's, but here we go. It's a gorgeous track, this.
Love this. Love this remake.
Okay, after this, it's nearly 8:30. Do you want to do headlines? Do you want to do news headlines after at 8:30? Go into an ad and then straight.
No,
into
you do news headlines. So yeah.
Any particular track?
So we said Jumma Chumba, 90s.
What's that from? Do you know?
Yeah, Hum, 90s.
मुझको ऐसा कुछ हुआ दीवानी लहरों को जैसे साहिल मिला एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा ओ मेरे सोनिया वे छड़ सारी गलियां में नाल तेरे तुर चलिया मैं ले चलो मुझको दुनिया से तू दूर चोरी चोरी जद तेनू तकिया मैं खुद को संभाल न सकिया मैं चढ़ गया सजना तेरा एक तू मैं न जानी रे न जानिया तेरी जो थी
I thought the first time you played it that it was just a sort of short snippet and that they were going to release.
Yeah, they just said trailer, but that was a full song.
Yeah.
एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा
Listen live and listen back to missed shows and interviews
at sabrisradio.com.
Sabres Radio.
CPIC Global presents The Heartland, a modern luxury development for professionals and families in the heart of Gwadar, located on the main CPEC highway. Find out more on the
Is there gold price in this hour?
at Marriott Hotel,
Yeah,
12
there is.
Hackney Road, 5 Ways, Birmingham, BS
You comfortable?
8SJ,
Yeah.
from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Limited plots
Hey, you know when we
available
talk,
from
just put beds.
£10,990
Yeah.
with
That was
affordable
the one I
monthly
keep
installments
forgetting.
and special incentives on the day. Don't miss it. For more information, call us on +44 0333 733 3337 or visit our website www.cpicglobal.com.
The Trade Centre UK January sale event is on now, with up to £2,000 off every single car. There's over 2,000 cars in stock at Trade Centre UK, all with up to £2,000 off. There's £2,000 off this 2017 Ford Fiesta, was $6,999, sale price just $4,999. And there's £2,000 off this 2017 Peugeot 108, was $6,999, sale price just $4,999. Trade Centre UK, Junction 3, M6, near the Rico Arena. With up to £2,000 off every single car, the January sale event is on now.
Trade Centre UK, we got the car for you.
Open till 9 tonight.
This is The time is 8:31. Let's take a look at those news headlines for this hour then. So first of all, the Queen has urged people to find common ground and to respect different points of view. Commentators say the remarks will be seen as referring to the Brexit debate with MPs due to vote on the PM's deal for leaving the EU again next week. Also, stronger food labelling laws are being proposed to prevent further deaths of people with allergies. All packaged foods such as sandwiches and salads could be required to list the full ingredients. Colleges that use unconditional offers to pressurise students into accepting places could be fined or even lose their university status, according to England's higher education watchdog. The Office for Students compares the indiscriminate use of unconditional offers to pressurise selling and says it could be in breach of consumer law. And finally, Met Office researchers expect to record one of the biggest rises in atmospheric concentrations of CO2 in 2019. Every year, the Earth's natural carbon sinks, such as forests, soak up large amounts of CO2 produced by human activities. But in years when the tropical Pacific region is warmer like this year, trees and plants grow less and absorb smaller amounts of the gas. So there you go. They were your headlines, and of course more news headlines on the way at the top of the hour with Sky News, so make sure you do keep a listening out for those.
Gold Price is brought to you by Ram Jewelers. Whether you're buying or selling gold jewellery, make Ram Jewelers your first choice. Your one-stop jewellery store.
Today's gold price is fixed at $1,284.55 per ounce, which is equivalent to £981.24 per ounce, and your 24-carat gold rate is £31.55 per gram. That's how your gold price is looking.
The Gold Price was brought to you by Ram Jewelers, your one-stop jewellery store.
And heading straight into an absolute classic.
Another 90s classic plays now.
That's weird. On the quad, this track, you can talk over the whole 7 minutes. It's logged as the track, yeah.
Yeah, no, the older ones don't have that. Yeah, it's just the newer ones have that. I'm just posting on social media. So, so Rod said close the survey soon. So close the survey after this. We need more current tracks, so now what's new? Let me have a look at that.
Oh, that's a slow one, that Dulbini trance. Torseya, Chuma Chuma. Elena, sweetheart. Why cheating ya? Dil mein ho tum? Mr. Bertram. No, this is Bolly ones that are latest. There's non-Bollywood.
We'll have a look at this. Yeah, they're not sweetheart.
Yeah.
I think Mindy's here. I'll just be back, yeah?
Yeah. Do you want me to go straight into track, or do you want to talk about anything else?
Let me just quickly, how much time have we got?
About 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll just open the door for it. We'll wrap up the survey.
This is Kavita Krishnamurti, isn't it?
I have no idea. I don't recognize a voice that easily. Do you know that?
I'm sure this
That's
is...
one voice I can't
But
recognize.
she has such a distinctive voice. I get confused sometimes between Asha and Lata because even though they're so different, I feel like sometimes it's hard to tell them apart, like as they got older.
Yeah, like could be. I don't know.
Let's check.
Is it? So a rapid survey and also mention Republic Day is coming. Let's see trends as well. Gosh, so much to squeeze in.
Yes, it is.
Well done, you.
I know my copy.
Play Artist of the Week jingle after this. You might as well.
Okay, let's see what's trending on Twitter this morning.
So you've got Sweetheart, yeah? That's
Yeah.
only 2 minutes, and then
Yeah, so let's wrap up the survey and then you want to go into a track after that or ads? Should I do an ad?
no, definitely add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. There we go then, this one taken from the film Hum, which also actually features the voice of the lovely Kavita Krishnamurti.
Artist of the Week.
Oh, I do like her voice. I mean, I know I said earlier on that I don't love it, but you know what? It's not so bad.
Anyway, no, it's you know, I was just saying this off here, that she is one voice or person I can't recognise it instantly. The only track I remember is Kabhi Sham did it, but I don't know why I struggle. Maybe it's just me. Some voices like Asha Bhosle, you just know that's her.
Yeah.
Voices like Alka Yagnik, you can tell it's just her. When I was growing up, I did struggle whether it was Anuradha Pondwal or Alka Yagnik. I struggled between the both, yeah. But for now, yeah, you can tell. Just like you can tell if it's Neha Kakkar, that's a distinctive voice.
Neha Kakkar. I don't know, I get confused with that one.
You
With the newer singers, I think it's a lot harder to differentiate because there's a lot more of them around, whereas, you know, in the 90s, yeah, of course, every other song was going to be Alka Yagnik.
Yeah, Alka Yagnik, Kumar Saru.
Yeah.
Right, as we're looking at the time to wrap up today's survey. While you're driving around, we've been talking all this morning about things you've left behind on a bus in particular. You could, generally we tend to leave things behind, but this is a survey that's on focus today under the radar. The Oxford Bus has shared a list of items that people end up forgetting the most, and they looking at the weird ones we've already spoken about, but the top 3 we mentioned were A, umbrella, B, babies, and 3, the phones were popular.
Yeah.
But the number 1 item that that people have lost is umbrellas, and that's because you have to keep buying them.
Yeah.
And you're not going to chase a bus or go to the Lost and, especially in London, for example.
Yeah, for an
the Lost and
umbrella.
Found station. Yeah, for
But
an
still,
umbrella. Yeah,
it's cheaper than constantly buying a new phone, isn't it?
it is. A phone is the worst. I mean, at today's time and age, phone is the worst thing to be
Because
losing.
your whole life is on your phone. It's just terrifying if someone got hold of it.
I left a phone in an Uber once. They don't have a contact number.
Oh.
So you can't call Uber.
Like, not at all. So there's no,
No.
lost and found or anything like that. You just can't get in touch.
There's no phone number. But then I thought maybe they are on social media, so I messaged them
Yeah.
on social media.
Did you
And
get
they
a response?
Yeah, they did. They arranged to have it sent back.
Aw.
Because they can see, they can track the phone, and with today's devices, you've got Find My Phones and
Yes.
things depending on. Anyway,
Exactly.
so that's our survey wrapped up. But we have plenty of more things to talk about that we can. But for now, time for a quick break.
There we go.
शीला आज अरे सेट्स एस्टेट एजेंट्स ने मुझे मेरे घर के दिया है।
Do you excuse me?
पुराने घर का क्या करोगे?
Though we have 0 viewers. This is YouTube, but people will watch back.
Okay.
You're watching back. You can tell how ill I am. Oh, there's another one here. How often do you... Oh, today is the biggest day people will be applying for CVs, because first they're broke with submitting their CVs, and they'll be exaggerating. What have you exaggerated about on your CV? That's maybe third.
£2,000 of this 2017 VW Golf was £9,999, sale price just £7,999. And this £2,000 of this 2017 Ford Focus was £9,999, sale price just £7,999. Trade Centre UK, Junction 3, M6 near the Rico Arena. With up to £2,000 of every single car, the January sale event is on now. Trade Centre UK, we got the car for you. Open till 9 tonight.
Wake up. Feel good.
With Rishi Modi
On your
Why did they play that?
Because I never play your jingles. So I thought I had to fix it up. It's fine, you're still here, it's acceptable.
Just queue up just in case we get stuck. Sena, Blockmaster. Like that track.
Yeah.
Or...
Right, so after this, what are you going into?
I'll just play another track.
Two tracks back to back?
Yeah. Play Hawaii. Japan. Yeah, play that one. People go crazy when we play that song.
That's a good song.
What else can we keep? Oh yeah, Vidya Vox.
Oh, okay.
People love her. That's in the pop.
I've got Vidya Vox featuring Arjun Diamond.
No, that one. Vidya Vox. If you go to... Are you on the pop?
Yeah.
I'll go on the remix. Because Diamonds is original, I think, because it was a remix. So,
Yeah.
and you'll see Lean On and Jinmai.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. We'll play Hawaii next. Though.
Yeah.
Then Vidya Vox we can play as British Asian Vibes. Yeah, should we look at what's trending after you play? Yeah. I couldn't have done the show alone, I'm telling you.
No, you would have just played back-to-back music.
Oh, yeah, I would have just done that.
But sometimes you have to. If you're ill, there's nothing you can do. I remember one time when I literally could not talk at all. Raj was like, just come in and just play back-to-back music. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I can't talk at all. Like, I can't say anything. I actually had listeners just messaging in the day before saying, you sound dead. You need to go home.
It's horrid. It sounds bad on air.
While your Sabras radio rolls out more hits. Round the clock.
Bharat is trending.
Yes.
Have a look at yours, then we'll both talk about the show.
So I've got...
There's not much in this.
The first line of my autobiography, so people are just randomly tweeting about what they would write in the first line. That's quite cute. Somebody's written, I can't believe you wasted money on this book.
On this?
On this book, because it's obviously their autobiography, so that's quite funny. What's Burns Night? I don't know what that is. Is it an American?
Spurs, yes, that's what mine. Chelsea booked the final spot thanks to the shootout success over Spurs.
The
That's
Queen.
in Leicester.
Queen is trending.
What for? What about that?
It's the. Hold on.
Because of her speech.
Yeah, but when I click on the Queen, I've got movie review, Manikarnika, the Queen of Jhansi.
Oh, that. Okay,
That
I've
comes
got
up first.
the
That
Queen.
comes first, but actually the Queen is trending. The real Queen.
I've got the Queen appeals for unity as Brexit
Yeah.
deadlock continues.
But I've still got Kangana Ranaut on one of their spells.
We'll mention. Sorry, we can say
3.5 out of 5.
Oh god, Netflix release of Ted Bundy tapes. That within 2 minutes I was disgusted. What? I urge all first-time voters to register themselves. Feared Modi said that.
And then which word you struggle to spell correctly.
Yeah,
that's
that's
funny.
also in line. How long? It sounds like it's finishing.
2 minutes. Should I do traffic and travel actually? Because
Yeah. Is there, if there's anything? What?
After this, so do you want to have a quick chat about what's trending? But
Yeah.
do you then want to go into the Vidya box song or?
Yeah.
Pretty thing. Do you have a jingle for what's trending? As in your own?
Yeah, but it says what's trending is Rishi. So we'll just speak it. A phone app that will let owners understand the dogs. So, it'll translate what the dog is saying for you.
I just can't imagine how that would work.
Wow, okay.
You've got the magical voice of Arjit Singh on this one. It is Hawaii, taken from Jab Harry Met Sejal, and I have to admit, it is kind of a personal favourite as well.
Which we will also pick in on the third hour. On the third hour, we either try and meet crowds where we play a track where both Meera and I love. I think I've got a track. I think you love, and I love Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein.
Yes.
Dil Ko. We could play that, or Meera gets to choose. Because obviously you've got myself exclusively between Monday and Thursdays. That's coming up later. So we finished the survey. Time to talk about, we look at social media, major part of our lives. What's trending, what's got people talking, what's got people hashtagging. And we've established one thing is usually Meera and I's hashtags differ. But the first thing that's already trending worldwide, not just in Leicester or the UK, is the teaser trailer for the film Bharat, which you posted first on our group chat.
Yes,
You're always first. You're always the breaking news.
Not all the time, but actually I was
Especially
up
when
early
someone
this morning.
passes away. Gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, I break all the bad news in our Subrus Radio WhatsApp group, so I don't think they like it very much when I post stuff on that group. But anyway, this morning I did post the teaser of Bharat. I watched it first thing. That's the first thing I did this morning.
What do you think? I haven't seen it.
You know what? I really
Reaction.
like Salman Khan, and over the years he's grown on me a lot.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a big blockbuster. It does release at Eid, So I can't imagine it not doing well because it looks good. It
Well,
actually looks like a decent film.
Either is a Salman Khan dominated. They all have their dominated
Yeah.
festivals. But I'm just wondering what it would be if Priyanka Chopra
Yeah, everyone's
would
going
be
to
in
imagine
it.
that,
So,
aren't they?
but she's now promoting Isn't It Romantic, which also seems good in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So that's one of Bharat Kartiza is trending. Another thing that's trending this morning, Friday feeling, it always does. Queen, but two queens here, two different queens on our phones. The one that's trending on yours is...
Well, it's not. I think we've got the same queen trending, but my top tweet on the queen is actually Manikarnika, the Queen of Jhansi. So I've got a comment
Jhansi
about...
Kirani.
Yeah, I've got a comment about Kangna Ranaut on mine when actually...
What does it say?
It's just about the rating of this film, and I think that's brought to you by a reviewer, but it's on Filmfare's official handle, and it's 3.5 out of 5 stars, which isn't bad for a review, is it?
3.5 out of 5, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you
Better
a
than
fan
3.
of Kangna Ranaut?
I'm a huge fan of Kangna Ranaut. I loved her on screen,
Yeah.
and then I loved her where she attended this Indian equivalent of Question Time. So is it the...
Was it a round table?
No.
No.
It's something Adalat. It's in a court.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Aapki Adalat?
Aapki Adalat, yeah.
I don't know, I don't
yeah,
watch
and
it,
she
but-
was accused of this,
Yeah.
and she was so outspoken about every little intricate details of her relationship with Hrithik Roshan, which I
Wow.
cannot even put the two together. And the funniest line that she's ever said that if he doesn't like me, तो मेरे birthday पे वो लोट के क्यों नाच रहा था? Like it's just some of the things she said. Anyway, but yes, I'm a fan to answer your question. So she's trending for
Yes.
film, but the other queen that's trending is of course the Queen of England, who's asking for unity for without referring to Brexit. But of course, people are interpreting it different ways. I think these seems to be the major trends. The final trend is Spurs. But that's mainly trending in Leicester because Chelsea booked the final spot thanks to shootout success over Spurs. So these are some of the major trends for this morning that's got people talking. We need more things. We need more Friday thoughts. So the more you hashtag, or if you have your own personal hashtag that's going on, something you're dealing with today, then you certainly can get in touch.
That's right, you can indeed. For now, though, let's continue with the music this morning, and here we go. Time for our British Asian vibe, and I know a lot of you loving this, so bit of Vidya Vox.
British Asian vibe.
On Sabras.
How long is the track?
Do you recall that long ago?
How long is the
we
track?
would walk on the sidewalk.
2 minutes 40.
So we need one more track. Big
All
one.
we did was care for each other. But the night was warm. We
Oh, shit, I
were
need to
both
check the
young. All around the windows, we would only hold on to
We need a Punjabi number.
little kiss, fire gun. We would need someone.
I'm just thinking, because we've got, it's 8:55,
Fire gun. All we need is somebody to lean on.
so behind on the ads actually, and
Fire gun. We would need someone to lean
do I need to do Travelling Travels?
Yeah, we'll have to skip it. It's gonna, yeah,
Okay, just not do it.
let's skip it.
Okay, fine. Did you want to go straight into the track?
Badshah, she move it like, or
Yeah?
play Badshah, or something Punjabi, I don't know.
Something new, or... Try something good.
Hari to Gabru, something like that. Like, or
Guru Randhawa.
one of these. Or Sunanda Sharma,
What would Sunanda show?
Jani Terina,
What would that be under?
Bangra. Oh, which are the ones do that?
Sunanda.
It's hard to find, but just SU,
Yeah.
and then just wrap up the show. I'm gonna go to the.
Fine.
Just wrap up the show. I'll come. I'll take over with that. Don't worry.
All we need is somebody to lean on.
This is Vivia Vox, going to head into one final track for the hour, and then of course me and Rishi will catch you on the other side of the news. So here we go. This is Sunanda Sharma with Jani Tere Na.
Yeah, you found it.
I did.
You're right there. Like,
Yeah.
is it okay?
Yeah. I'm just behind on ads, which stresses me out.
Oh, we'll play 2 in the next.
Okay.
It'll give us more time. I'm going to stop the live.